Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Off the Post podcast. Unfortunately, today Aditya couldn't join us. However, we've got a really special guest with us. If you use Twitter, you've probably seen his tweets. We're joined by Trey. We leave a link to his socials in the description.
Hey, it's Trey from your favorite account from Twitter. I'm just here to get stuck in and talk about football.
Let's kick off the podcast with Ole's failure in the Europa League.
So
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is going
reason
to
for
be
it.
painful
Yeah.
to talk about it, to be honest.
But okay, so first I think let's talk about Ole, right? So what is your opinion on Ole before we actually get into the game? What's your opinion on Ole? Trey, would you like to set us off?
Okay. With Ole, it just gets the whole fan base divided. All these Ole sexuals, then the ones who want the best for the club, basically. Because when I see it, in the league, we're in pretty good form. We've done okay, finishing top four consistently. Not what we should be, but it's progress. But in the other competitions, just crossing that finishing line and just games that actually matter, we always seem to bottle it in a way. And always in game management for me just isn't it. People might argue that maybe the squad depth isn't there,
Yeah,
that we don't have
I
players to come
agree.
up
I agree.
and make an
I mean,
impact, but he just doesn't manage
Yeah.
in this game properly. And the players deserve as much blame as he does. But for me, I think it's been almost 3 seasons now without a trophy, and people say there's progress in the football, and we're finishing the top four, but that's not good enough for a club like Manchester United. We're seeing
yeah,
City win league titles, we're seeing Chelsea become European champions. So of course it's disheartening seeing our club in the position we're in, and we don't know if it's ever going to get better. All we can do is hope and see. But for me, I feel Ole is eventually going to get sacked, so might as well just do it now. But I know he's going to get another season,
yeah.
so might as well
Yeah.
just back him.
There's no way Ole gets sacked right now. He's finished
Yeah,
Because you
third.
guys finished
I think
second
it's
in
a
the
bit.
league.
We
I think
finished
it's
second in the league.
yeah. I think it's a bit
I
unreasonable
mean,
to sack him.
that's not a huge achievement, but it's like okay,
It's
we finished
progress.
second, but
Well,
with a trophy, it's not progress. Second plus a trophy would have been progress, but
Yeah, it would have been a
only
very good
finishing
season in
second.
the Europa League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a little unfair if you sack him now. I think he should get one summer
yeah.
where the
It
board
is-
backs him. And
He
if
needs to get
then,
backed.
yeah, he needs to be back because last summer, everything, even though you did find gold with Cavani, but
Yeah.
Donny van de Beek and Tellez, these signings didn't really help you push on to the
I
next level.
actually forgot that
technically-
Van de
Everybody
Beek was on the
isn't good enough to
bench.
be like to beat Villarreal and win the Europa League. Even the Leicester
Yeah.
game, we bottled it. We could have easily gone on to win the FA Cup if we were really serious. Because after the Leicester game, they played was it Southampton? I don't remember who they
Southampton, yeah,
played.
Southampton.
Yeah, so
Wait, the
if we
draw
won that
happened
game,
at halftime, I think, and like every United fan was really excited because they finally thought that they'll make the final. Because if you beat Leicester, you have to face Southampton, and we just bottled it. I mean,
Yeah.
So right now, I mean, I see like Trey, I think said that the fan base is really divided, right? So some people want Ole out and some people don't. But I mean, as an outsider, I think even Kabir can help us because he's a Tottenham fan as well. As an outsider, I think if you sack him now, it's just like it's about what managers are available as well. Right now, you have Conte available, you have Antonio Conte, you have Zidane possibly.
Zidane.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of managers out there.
And Pochettino wants
And
to leave.
Pochettino
Yes.
That's
to
possible,
apparently
yeah.
leave. Yeah, so there are currently there are good managers out there, but it's just that if you take the risk of sacking him prematurely and getting a top class manager in, do you think it's worth the risk, or do you think you guys should continue?
look at what
I don't know
happened
what the
with
risk.
Chelsea.
I don't think there's that much of a risk sacking Ole now because, of course, there's progress and the style of play and consistency in the league is there. But I know people might say Jose didn't work, but he won us trophies. To be fair, and we need a proven manager that will be able to handle the squad better because we have quality in that side to at least win a cup, even if it's the FA Cup or the League Cup or the Europa League. I have a lot of big players in that team. Although
Yeah.
we aren't complete, we aren't the finished product yet. There are players in that team who are definitely good enough to play for best teams in the world. So
Yeah,
that
like
squad
if you
exists, it's not really
compare
going well for-
if you compare United's front 11 to of the first 11 to any any club in the league, I think apart from City, I think they have probably the best first 11.
City and Chelsea have the best squads
Chelsea,
for
Chelsea
sure.
have insane
Squads, as in
squad
as a
Yeah.
squad, I can concede that City, Chelsea, even Liverpool to some extent have a better squad. But as a starting 11, if you go player to player, this is probably been first of all the best starting 11 since Alex Ferguson, and also even in comparatively to the league, I think second is reasonable. Like it's not like it's a great
Yeah, like
achievement
I've
because
seen,
that squad
like
should be coming second.
I mean,
Yeah.
it
To be fair,
shouldn't be coming second. I mean, like Ole's done a good job to get us the second because we were like 30 plus points off Liverpool last season. Of course, they had injuries, but we still finished 5 points ahead of them. Chelsea, they spent 200 million. We still finished ahead of them, and like we finally got consistent top 4 finishes. But that's not
yeah,
enough. We have to win a trophy.
yeah. The truth is, beginning of the season, especially when we lost 6-1 to Spurs and we lost the Arsenal game, we lost against Palace. One of those results were coming up. We were expecting maybe to finish like 8th or something like that. We're all fearing the worst. But we just went on this mad run in the league. But we just seem to bottle this other competition. Like City is a good example. Like we beat them in all these dead rubber games, all these games that maybe don't mean much in the league. But in the semi-finals, they always seem to beat us. So that says a
Yeah.
lot about the players' mentality too, for me. So I don't know what needs to change, but a lot of things need to change because the quality is there to win these competitions. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
mental thing or I don't know.
We've got a few winners in our team. We've got Cavani, we've got Pogba, we've got Bruno. We have De Gea, who's experienced in winning with us.
Matter. So,
Yeah, we've got so many winners, but I don't know why we seem to bottle it every
Like,
time it matters.
what Ole does in like the finals, he makes bad decisions. Like he didn't. I think in the final he didn't bring on a sub till like the
Till
100th
Villarreal
Yeah,
had
minute
brought
or
on
something.
that was really poor
Yeah.
game management.
And I didn't
That's
understand why he didn't bring Henderson on for De Gea.
I think he's
Because
done
De
this a
Gea
few
had a
times
really
now.
That's
bad
still okay. I mean, it
track
should have
record
never
with
gone to
penalties.
penalties in the first place. We should
Yeah.
have got
Yeah.
the job done.
Because
there was a
Yeah.
penalty
when you
I
got
thought
that,
they should have saved though.
Yeah.
The one that just went
there
like
were a couple of
under
penalties
Expect
which
him
were
to save
quite
at least
savable.
1 or 2 penalties.
Yeah. Going
I
to
think once you
11, 12
equalized, you had the momentum to go win it. But like,
Yeah, and like
I don't know
11
what
going to
happened.
11, 12 penalties doesn't usually happen. It's either
and the
everyone's
penalty was so terrible. Like,
yeah. But there's a stat, right? There's a stat that says De Gea had in his last 40 penalties, he hasn't saved a single one.
Yeah.
And
the
in
penalty I
and
remember they are saving was the Leti Baines one. I think that was like 2014 or so. I did
Yeah,
Lukaku
yeah,
one.
Romelu
Yeah.
Lukaku was
2016
still
or
at
We got
Everton.
semi-final, yeah. And the
Yeah.
Van Persie penalty. There's only like 3 I have. Like, I remember off the top of my head. Like 3 penalties. I remember him saving.
And if you see Henderson's numbers in comparison, he saved 8 of his last 18, which is almost like every second penalty, like he's saving, which
Yeah.
is like really, really good. So that just shows that, to me, that shows that, he's tactically, either he
I mean,
didn't
another
know
thing
the
that I
fact at
don't
all.
understand at all is, first of all, I completely forgot that we had Donny van de Beek on our bench. He's made me completely forget about him. We could have brought him on. He could have been a game changer or something.
And I don't
We
understand
had a
why
few
bring off
options off our
Pogba.
bench.
I think he got
Pogba was
injured.
probably just tired.
I think
Pogba
he
was
got
But it's
pretty
a
injured.
tired.
He got
penalty,
hurt.
man.
Rashford should
In
have
the
gone
end,
off
he
a
was
long
just
time.
playing for the penalties.
Rashford should not have got to the
Telles
penalty
and
spot.
Mata on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying something, Trey?
Yeah, I said Rashford shouldn't have gone that far. He should have probably brought off Rashford a while back in the game. But
Rashford had a
Rashford for
poor
me
game.
didn't offer
Yeah, I
anything.
didn't understand
He
why
would
they
have stayed
brought
on
off
that long.
Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood was looking sharper than other
It would
players.
have made more sense to pick off Rashford.
Yeah,
Rashford
they
was
should have brought
awful.
off Rashford. Rashford probably dropped
Yeah,
one of his
Rashford
worst
didn't have a
performances
good
of the
game
season.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed
One of his
quite
worst
an
performances. I don't think anyone played well. Even Bruno was trying, but nothing was clicking.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Cavani works hard as always.
But I like
He had a
Cavani.
good
Cavani
game.
looks sharp. Cavani looks sharp.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think he's
Yeah.
been a very
Cavani is-
smart signing. Because you
Yeah,
got him on a free,
people
obviously.
wrote him off right at the start,
Yeah, because of his
but he's
age.
delivered like
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, and of course he saved you. I mean, he brought you guys till extra time and penalties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Cavani's been a really smart signing. So okay, so if we understand the problem, there's a little bit to blame on Ole and there's a little bit to blame on the players, right? But what?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you move forward? So what signings? So we know
I mean,
what you guys think
first
of the
all,
managers, right?
not signings. I want to talk about a manager. Like, if
Okay,
we
go
were
on.
to sack Oli, either get Conte or get Zidane. There's no point in getting Pochettino because we need some winning,
Serial winners.
a manager with a winning mentality, and
Yeah.
Pochettino hasn't won that much. I mean, he's won
Yeah.
recently with PSG, but he still didn't win the league,
Yeah.
which is like supposed to be the main
Bears.
thing for PSG with the Champions League. So if we were to sack Ole, you have to get Conte or you have to get Zidane. There's no point in getting Pochettino.
Right. Trey, what do you think?
This is a tough one. Three quality managers to be fair, but I don't know about Poch, honestly. I think him and Ole are kind of similar. I think probably got to bottle at a certain point too. So I think I'll get like probably Conte. Conte has done in the league like that season.
Conte guarantees
Like
instant success.
Exactly. So there's a stat
He-
that is in his last 11 leagues, he's won 9 of them. That's an insane stat.
Wow. Yeah.
record.
Yeah. Joshan, what do you think?
I mean,
I also think it should be either Conte or Zidane. I'd settle for both right now because I don't think we're in a place to be picking.
yeah. And I have one more question for Kabir. Like, obviously, you're a Tottenham fan. Like,
Yeah.
recently there have been rumors that Pochettino might go back to Spurs. Would you take him?
No, I don't want. I want Conte, but it's not like Spurs can really pull him right now. But
Yeah.
if we can get Pochettino, that's fine, I guess.
I mean,
But
I'd consider
I'm sure
it
he
an
won't do
upgrade.
as well.
I'd
Yeah.
consider it an upgrade from Ryan Mason.
Yeah,
course,
no.
From Ryan
Ryan
Mason,
Mason,
but
anything's
like
an upgrade from Ryan Mason.
Ryan Mason was just there to
I
play
mean,
his friends and give his
he's done
friends
a
some
decent
time.
job as an interim manager. He was okay. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
He's like,
Yeah.
he basically made them reach the Conference League where they'll be playing
Okay,
for.
now another question for all the United fans. Like, what all signings would you make this summer? Do you think we need
Number
to go like
one, we
all
need
out?
a DM.
Yeah, CDM, centre back, right wing, in my opinion.
I don't know if there will be funds available for every single player I want, to be honest, but I would love Jadon Sancho. I would love Ndidi or Rice. And
Yeah,
for the centre back role, there are a lot of good options, to be fair, like Varane or Pau Torres. I felt Pau Torres did well against us defensively.
yeah,
He looked very,
he was really
very
good
sharp.
against us.
Yeah.
Like some of our fans tried convincing us that he's a Spanish Lindelof and all that. He's far from that. He was really
I've
good.
been hearing rumors about Kounde, but I don't know. He's
Yeah.
going to command a huge fee. So, and maybe a backup right back for this Wamsaka, because if Wamsaka gets injured,
Yeah,
we have
he gets-
literally no one. We have to be
he's
like
been
Williams.
burnt out.
Yeah,
this
we'll have to
season.
play
He's not number
Brandon
one.
Williams at right back.
Yeah,
So-
Brandon
Won't be
Williams
a-
should go on loan, in my opinion, like to
Yeah,
Brighton
true.
or something.
Yeah, we already have Tellez and Shaw.
Yeah, a couple
And
like
there's no
Brighton.
shortage of form over there.
So if we could get like maybe Trippier or then
Yeah,
maybe
Trippier.
Ndidi, Sancho, and let me say Pau Torres as like, I don't know.
Yeah,
So that will cost probably like let me say 200 million or possibly
yeah,
more.
around that much. But we have to go all out. If we
Yeah.
I
wanna
think the
compete next
Glazers
season,
would
they have to
potentially
go
be
all out.
willing to back you guys because, they'll, even though we've discussed this last time also, that even though the United fans are clear on the Glazers that they want them out, but I think they'll try to convince a little bit by like
They'll
trying to make
try,
some
but like
signings.
I still have no expectations from them.
I still have to consider the Pogba
They
situation.
have to get the fans back
Yeah.
on their side.
Yeah. Jashan,
So-
what do you think? What are your signings for the summer?
I agree with Trey, but I think if we could only pick one, I'd get a DM instead of a centre back. Could be a bit controversial. I don't think McFred can win the league, in my opinion.
McFred
With
can-
no,
I'm
McFred,
surprised you guys came
not-
second with McFred.
Yeah, but against Villarreal, McTominay was one of the only players at our team
McTominay actually played well. I'll give him
who
that.
played well. But still, he's not like that consistent. He plays well sometimes. Maybe I think we could replace Fred or him. Yeah, as Trey said, Declan Rice or Ndidi would be a fabulous signing.
I mean, they're asking for like 90 million for Declan Rice, which is huge.
90 million is mental.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's like there's
Yeah,
no
I
I
one's
mean,
paying that
we could
much.
include Lingard.
I mean,
in the
Zakaria
deal,
could
but
also
still.
be like a shout. Zakaria could be
Yeah, from
decent as well,
Gladbach.
but
I don't know. I think Rice makes a lot of sense. It's just the price tag. And I think you guys are in pole position, even though he like twerks for Chelsea and
For
stuff on
Sancho.
Twitter.
For
Because
Sancho, we're in pole position.
No, but
I
even
think.
for Declan Rice, because you already have Lingard there, right? So it could be a very easy cash plus swap deal. Like,
Yeah, but
but
I'm
you know the
I'm not sure
Glazers.
we'll get
But
Declan Rice.
how much do they
this
value
season.
Lingard? So that's the thing. They could take
Yeah.
value Lingard maybe like 20 million or 25
60.
million. And
Wait,
they
what?
want like
More than
20
that.
mil?
Not
Like,
60, 20,
I think
'I'd put him at like
25 mil.
50.
Lingard should be valued at like 30 or 40, not 50.
30, I think.
Not
Not
50
50,
or
yeah.
60.
30 is a
That's
fair
way too
price.
30 at least
excessive.
for me.
Yeah.
Seriously? 30? That low?
He- yeah,
I don't know, because he's
I mean,
he's in his
it is
prime, right? It's not
Ling-
like he's like past, or he's like 20. How old is he? 27, 28?
I think it's 28 or 29.
Yeah, so
28.
He's 28. He's 28.
So he's like this is his prime, right? And if you're selling him to a club, and he's done so well for them.
Yeah, I said it was a purple pass, to be fair. I
Yeah.
don't think he's going to put out that
Yeah.
output next season.
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be tough to have the same output.
Yeah,
like,
but I
he'll
mean, you
still
see,
be a
you
good
can only
signing for them,
judge on what you
regardless.
get, right? Like you can only judge on what you've seen.
Yes,
So
yeah.
on what you've seen, I think 60 million is much, but maybe 40 to 50 doesn't seem outrageous.
Nah, but West Ham are definitely not going to value him at 40 or 50 M, I don't think. But
Yeah, because if they're valuing Declan Rice at 90, which is, I think, very inflated, I don't think
crazy.
Jesse Lingard wouldn't go for like 40. So, and it's not
Which
like you're only going for Jesse Lingard. You're giving them cash also, like 40 plus whatever they want.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, 30 plus plus Lingard should be enough, but I know West Ham definitely declined that offer. Maybe we could offer them like 35 million plus Williams on loan plus Lingard. Be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
So-
makes sense.
Or
Yeah,
Dallo probably, or Pereira or something like that.
yeah. What about Sancho? What are your feelings on Sancho? Do you think this
Yeah,
is the season
I
he comes to
think he's
United?
going to join us this summer, but failing, like, we lost to Liverpool that put them in pole position for top 4, and they got it. So I think that was a mistake on our part, because even Sancho could join Liverpool too.
There's no way Sancho will join Liverpool. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he'll join, but I still think there's a chance. And Chelsea, of course. But I think we're in the pole position for signing Sancho.
Sancho is like
Sancho
20...
is like a very good talent.
Yeah, he's like, he had a slow start this season, but he picked up really well. And if
Like,
you ask any
every season-
Dortmund fans, like, who's the main guy at Dortmund, they'll all say Sancho, not Haaland. Like, because Haaland, like, without Sancho, he doesn't perform as well. Of course, he's still amazing, but like, the numbers go down a bit.
What do you guys think of Liverpool signing Konate?
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent signing. They have many centre backs now.
Yeah, they have like 6, right? I think they've just
Yeah.
gotten PTSD from like losing all of
From
this.
what I've seen of Konate, like when we played them in the Champions League group stages, he was pretty shaky in like both the games.
He's
So,
not
I'm
100%. Konate is not 100% guaranteed to start, to be honest, because
Yeah,
No,
they
he
have like
won't.
Matip, they have Gomez, they have Van Dijk.
Gomez and
So-
Van Dijk form a good partnership, so I think they'll
So
keep
it
starting.
will be like maybe probably a rotational player, because maybe of the injuries they suffered this season. They're trying not to take any chances again. So
yeah.
it'll be more of a
Oh.
squad player. I don't think it's just going to be like a first team player for them this season, but I think eventually he will gel in.
I think. Do you guys rate Joe Gomez though? I don't rate him very highly.
He has a good
I think
partnership with Van Dijk.
Van
So
Dijk.
I'd say he'll start, yeah.
But I don't think he's that good with Van Dijk. If you pay him with someone like Lindelof, I think he will struggle.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
Yeah.
not good without Van Dijk.
I think only with leading centre backs, like if he's next to a leading centre back, like maybe Maguire
He can
or
excel.
Van Dijk, he does well. But like,
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. I just feel like it's weird to see that they sign someone for 35 million and then put him on the bench. I don't know.
Like they had signed Ben Davies as well, and I don't think he's even been in the squad once since he got signed by
Yeah.
Liverpool.
So that's
All right.
enough of United.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
enough.
Let's
United.
So now we're going to move to the second part of the podcast. There's enough talk about United. Let's talk about the Champions League final and let's talk about Chelsea. Like, of course, obviously, Kashang, how does it feel, man? Your team's won the Champions League.
I mean, I'm over the moon, to be honest. I was on my knees crying when the full-time whistle was blown.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
it was really like it was one of the best moments of my life. Like it was crazy seeing like people like Aspilicueta and Giroud and Thiago Silva lifting the European Cup is just like seeing them lift the UCL is just next level.
Must
Like
have felt
yeah,
really good.
I think most of the praise should go to two people. Like the majority of the praise should go to two people. I think it's Thomas Tuchel and N'Golo Kante. I think Thomas Tuchel got it bang on. Like he got his tactics exactly right. Whereas I think Pep, I think he shot himself in the foot by not playing a defensive midfielder.
This is
Yeah.
what Pep does. He overthinks big games like this all the time.
We can talk about that later. But right now, I think we should focus on what Tuchel did
Chelsea
right.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the wing backs on the left hand side. So Chilwell did really well to get front because I think on the right hand side they weren't as potent. So Chilwell had the audacity to and the ability and the leeway to maraud forward
I
on the
think your
left hand
whole
side.
defense played really well. Like
Yeah.
Rudiger,
We made
Reece
some
James.
amazing blocks. Reece James
Yeah,
had the
so
game of his life, I think.
Chilwell also played pretty well.
Yeah,
So
Chilwell.
it was a
Chilwell has
joint effort, but mostly Conte. He's just
Kante. Oh my God, he was
amazing.
everywhere. Like
Yeah,
he didn't let. I think it's just that he's just he has lungs for days. Like he can play. I'm pretty sure even if this game went into extra time, he would have been the same because it's
of course. We have another Chelsea fan also. We were supposed to have him. Like it would have been good if he would have been here.
yeah. Sadly, Aditya couldn't make it, but yeah. I mean, I'm
We'll
just
get
over
him on the
moon.
next one for sure.
Yeah, we'll get to know his
So
views in the next one.
Trey, what are your thoughts on
Yeah,
the
what do you?
Champions League final?
Okay. I said going into the final, I wasn't really sure what to expect because I knew it was like 50-50. Chelsea won like 2 games heading into the final. The last 2 games, then I knew Pep's side are really good, but I knew he was going to overthink or do something crazy. So I was behind Chelsea because I just wanted them to humble City. So
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
game, I felt Kante was top class. Like his recoveries,
yeah,
interceptions, everything, his defensive game, everything was on point. It was just looking crazy good. For me, it was like man of the match. And I said
Yeah.
this thing that the best player in the Champions League this season, and I said he could
yeah,
be
probably.
a star for the Ballond'or, but I don't know. But Tuchel just like transformed the whole team and just taking him to that next level. Looking from that side, looking in as a rival fan, of course, I'm jealous. We can't win the Europa League with Chelsea. I winning the Champions League, so it's obviously
Yeah.
sad, but we
Yeah.
move
It's
on.
actually scary thinking about it. Like we couldn't even win the second tier competition, and Chelsea and City were playing the final, and obviously Chelsea won. So it's scary thinking about how far behind we are right now.
I think we should also now talk about where Pep got it wrong. What was he
Yeah.
thinking with that?
He didn't play a DM. I don't know what he was thinking.
That
I don't know.
pass, that pass,
Rodri should have played, in my opinion. Like,
either Rodri or Fernandinho, either of the two,
yeah,
because Fernandinho
Fernandinho
is
has
really good at
experience.
and
Yeah,
really good at stopping counters. And like I'm pretty sure he must have anticipated that they would have most of the ball and Chelsea would kill them on the counter because
yeah,
that's what we did in the previous 2 games and we did the same this time as well. And I can guarantee you, if Fernandinho is on that pitch, that pass from Mason Mount doesn't make it to Kai Havertz. No way. I think it was poor from Zinchenko also. I think he switched off, but yeah, I think that run
He
from
overthought it too much. I don't
yeah.
know
I mean,
what he
it's
was
like
thinking. Like, what
it's
went through
Yeah,
his
like
head?
and the
that's what
players
Chelsea
also.
do. They
Most of them didn't
Yeah,
play
you
that
can blame
well.
like Sterling. You can.
Oh my
How
God.
bad was he?
What
How
was the
bad has he
reason to
been?
play him? It was like
Yeah, he's been so bad
I
recently. He's
mean,
missed
that's
so
what
many
Chelsea
chances.
do. Like under Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel, they usually like go full. They go all out in the start. They nick a goal, and then they're really good at stopping the other team from scoring. Their
Typical
defense is
haram
solid.
ball.
So no, not really, but like
Yeah, but like
so they nick a goal in the start, they apply pressure, and then they can just sit back, and that's how they win always.
and we're good at
And
sitting
he's
back.
done this so well.
Yeah. I think
I mean-
the 3-back really helps in that situation.
You were like close to 10th in the league when Lampard was sacked. Finished
Right.
4th in the league, FA Cup final, Champions League
Champions League
winners. Like
winners. That's crazy.
completely transformed you guys.
Yeah, I think if we had the whole season, I think we could have chased City. I think so. If we hadn't throughout, I think we could have chased City. But I mean, you can only decide on what you've seen. So I think next season, I hope we move to a 4-back instead of a 3, because I want to see, because one thing we've lacked definitely is the ability to score goals. Like even in the Villa game, I think we lacked the ability to score goals. And even in this Champions League game, I think we could have been 3-0, 4-0 up by 3-0 up by halftime. Werner missed 2 sitters. One he missed.
I mean, that's nothing new, is it?
Yeah, that's nothing new.
That's just poor. I mean, but
No,
to be
but like,
fair,
actually, what do you think has gone wrong with Timo Werner? I mean, his confidence must be so low. Obviously, you won the Champions League, so it doesn't really matter. But like, do you want to stick with Timo Werner going forward?
One thing I've seen about Timo Werner is that he keeps trying again
He
and
keeps
again.
trying,
He's
exactly.
just not good
To be
enough
honest-
to put them in the back.
The runs that he
yeah,
makes are
that
pretty
he makes.
underrated and all,
That
but
Kai
he
Havertz
just
goal
can't-
doesn't happen without that run dragging
he
Diaz
can't-
wide.
He can't do what he's
When
supposed
has
to
the
do.
overall game is
He's
actually on
supposed
point.
to score.
The
Yeah,
goal
what
scorer.
were you saying?
Trey, you saying something?
Yeah, I said that the goal scoring. Van's overall game is actually pretty good. The guy works really hard for the team.
Yeah.
His passing is alright.
Yeah.
His first touch and his
His
finishing and his
finishing.
position he can improve.
I think he
positioning
gets. I think his positioning is also decent. Like he gets into the positions to score. He's
I think about like offside
He
issue.
needs to work on his finishing.
yeah.
big
Oh
time.
yeah.
A
He's
lot.
got. Yeah. I think it's also poor from like I think the offsides that he's been getting recently is poor from the team as well, because they don't release the ball quick enough. Jorginho takes like 2 to 3 business days to turn. Like his turning is so slow, and because Kovacic has been out, so that's why I think recently I don't blame the offside runs only on him, but I mean it's still no excuse for his finishing, because his finishing is very, very poor. I think to Ame's question that he asked me, I think you can't like give up on a 50 million pound signing so soon. It's been one season, and it's not like it's been like completely terrible. Like from goal scoring point of view, it's been like really, really bad. But if you look at his overall numbers, like assist wise and like
he's got some decent
yeah,
numbers.
like 27 goals assists in a bad season, you take that, right? If that is going to be his worst season, you take that. I mean, so I think if, and the thing is, he's injury free. He plays a lot and he's injury free, so he's always reliable that way. So I won't write him off, right? But I mean, this preseason and the Euros, he needs to fix up.
What about if you sign Lukaku?
Or to be honest, I don't want to sign Lukaku, because I think if you sign Lukaku, you
I think you should try playing Kai Havertz
as a 9
forward
exactly,
for a whole season.
For a whole
because
season.
he's going to bang in like 15 plus goals in the league.
Yeah.
Like if he plays center forward for you, he's surely going to score 15 plus
15,
next
yeah.
season.
Yeah, even if he gets double-digit goals, I think that would be a start. Like that would be progress, because he's still 21. Like if you're a youngster, you're 21 and you're scoring more than 10, 12 goals a season, that's still decent numbers.
Chelsea are looking scary next season, to be honest, as a rival fan.
Yeah,
and
I
we're
think
just falling further behind.
Yeah, I think next season the Prem will be really interesting, because of course Liverpool will be back completely. I think
Van Dijk with Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk will be back. Gomez will be back. Henderson.
I mean, if we get the signings, you can't rule us out completely.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say that. Like, it's not like you guys aren't really poor. I don't think you guys
need
really
those 3 signings that we mentioned earlier: a centre back, a CDM, and like Sancho at right wing. That's what we need. And even then, we're just going to start competing, because the squad will need time to like get used to playing with each other. So it won't be instant. They won't click instantly, probably. Right. So I don't think we'll compete next season either. I'm just hoping that we finish top 4
I want a
and
trophy.
come as close to the title and get a trophy. A trophy is like
Needed.
the main thing.
Yeah. I have a question for everyone. Okay, so you know how like we've had great defensive midfielders in the Prem, like Vieira, we've had Roy Keane, we've had Gerrard towards this
Makalele.
later stage, Makalele,
Yeah.
SCN, John Obi Michael.
Carrick.
Do you think, yeah, Carrick definitely. Where does Conte rank now? I'll give you his achievements. He's won a Europa League, he's won a Champions League, he's won the World Cup, he's won 2 Premier Leagues, one with Leicester, one with Chelsea, he's won an FA Cup, he's won a Carabao Cup. Like
Like, I know
There's-
people
won the
will
Carabao
like
Cup.
say something.
I don't think he's won a Carabao Cup. Yeah, sorry, he hasn't
I
won a
don't
Carabao
think.
Cup.
I think
but
Roy Keane and Vieira are still the top 2 for sure. Like when it comes to CDMs, but Conte is not far off if you look at his achievements. Like
Yeah, I think Fernandinho as well over longevity, but at their primes, I'll probably have Conte over Fernandinho to be fair.
yeah, I think so too and I think I'd have him over Vieira as well because Vieira hasn't even won a single European trophy at Arsenal.
That's
That's a
controversial.
bit debatable.
I don't know. I'd
that's
put him over.
debatable.
I'd put him over.
I mean, Conte is also
Even if he hasn't won a
Yeah,
European
this
trophy,
season.
I still think Vieira's better.
He has the
very
same
controversial.
amount of titles as well.
Like fourth or
Yeah, but
third.
Vieira was the better player.
I mean, okay. I guess that's a
We
debate.
can talk about like this when Conte's
Maybe
career
when
is done.
Conte's career is finished, he
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
be
And
better
maybe
than
he'll be that
Vieira.
level, but right as of now, I don't think he can be as good as
Roy
Vieira.
Keane and Vieira are like top 2.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I put it to the table.
What
'cause
about the
obviously I have
Premier
a
League
personal-
Hall of Fame? That's another topic we can talk
Yeah,
about. What do you
yeah.
think with the
Yeah,
picks?
I think
The 6 that were inaugurated and the 6 that you think should have been inaugurated.
So far, they are all legends. To be fair, maybe just Gerrard debatable since he never won the team, but
Yeah.
his impact on the league.
even
Maybe if I take out my agenda, his impact on the
Yeah.
league, maybe he's
but even
deserving of
Bergkamp getting
of
in
the Hall
over
of
like
Fame.
players like Scholes and other players who were
Yeah,
on the
I
list.
understand why Giggs hasn't gotten in yet though because of all the
Yeah,
I
scandals.
think,
because of
I
that.
think it's the scandals, and I think it just happened
Apparently,
right
he was
before it.
supposed to get in like with the first 2 people
Yeah.
before the thing
I-
happened.
Yeah,
But
I feel eventually.
Yeah,
Going to have
he-
a lot of players in
I
the
think
Hall of Fame.
Scholes,
A lot of players.
Paul Scholes should have gotten in easily over Bergkamp or Gerrard or someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scholes should have gotten in like around maybe like the top 3 or something.
So Trey,
Yeah.
what would be your first 6 if you were the inductee?
If
like,
I
you
was
were
to pick,
if you were the inductor.
okay, Rooney can't be included now, right?
No, he can't be included because the criteria is he has to be
Okay.
retired for 6 months and above. So
If I take out like gig scandals
6
as
months?
well, I would just say probably Shearer, Henry, Scholes, Giggs.
That's
who else is-
4.
Lampard is fair too.
Yeah.
And maybe the person last one, maybe Cantona. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's what most of us would have gone. Amir, what's your top 6 as like the inductees?
Top 6, it's going to be heavily biased. I'm already saying that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think the ones that I voted for were Cantona, Scholes, Beckham, Vidic, Ferdinand, and one more. Roy Keane. I voted for all 6 United players.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's fair. I think except Rio Ferdinand, I think the rest
No,
are fair.
obviously I said it's
Yeah,
completely
biased.
biased. I
But
voted for
because
these
like you have to
6.
see United. I mean, I'm being completely unbiased here. I'll give my honest opinion. You have to see like United have dominated the Prem for 20. They've had
Wait,
20
was Vidic
titles.
even there? I'm not sure if he was there. I'm just
Vidic, I don't think was included. No, Vidic was there. I think he
I'm
was.
not sure.
He was
But
one of the
all I
nominees.
remember is that I voted for 6 United players.
Yeah.
But obviously, like Lampard, Terry, Henry, Shearer, all these guys are like they
Fair.
should be
Yeah,
included,
good shout.
obviously.
Jashan, what's your take? Top 6.
Mine is around the same as Trey's. Shearer, Henry, Cantona, Roy Keane, Beckham. I think that Scholes and Giggs should have been over Gerrard and
Yeah, but
Bergkamp.
Giggs obviously can't get in because
Yeah.
of what
Yeah.
happened.
But like, just say that never happened. Like, if like we're only going.
Yeah,
on
then
football
obviously, I mean, then it wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it'll even be a question. Most
Question.
assists in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So,
Kabir, your top 6?
I think the same as Josh on. Same thing like you said. If the scandals didn't happen, Giggs should have been there, obviously.
I think my top 6 would be Lampard, Terry, Henry, Shearer, Roy Keane, and Ryan Giggs. I think that's my top 6.
Move on to the next topic where everyone can give their Ballond'or top 3 is like up till now. Obviously, there's still a lot of time left in the year, but if anyone can give their top 3 candidates right now,
Trey,
let's
go
start with
first.
Trey.
Okay. This could be really controversial take, and I could get called the leader or whatever I want to call it. I would have definitely put up like Bruno Fernandes, if not for like we lost the final, but I would have put up Bruno Fernandes high up there if we actually won the thing. But for now, I'll say Lewandowski. Lewandowski hasn't even getting that many shots for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your other two?
I'll say Lewandowski. I'll say Conte and Bruno. Yeah, that's fair now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's controversial not putting Messi there because, you know,
Yeah.
it's him.
I
mean, like,
overall, he was okay.
The thing is,
I mean, if we would have won a trophy for sure, I would have.
He did
put
win
Bruno
something. He won the.
He did win Copa del Rey.
Yeah, he
No,
did win.
he's talking about Bruno.
I'm talking about Bruno.
Oh, okay.
So if we would have won, if we would have won, then we could have qualified for the Super Cup. If we would have won the Super Cup, done well in the Euros, then definitely you can make a case for Bruno in the top 5, probably. But I don't think it's going to happen now because he didn't win anything. And maybe if he does well in the Euros and Portugal win, then he could still have a case. But I'd say my top 3 are Lewandowski, Messi, and Conte right now.
Jashan, what's your top 3?
I have the same top 3 as Armin, Lewandowski, Messi, and Conte. Lewandowski recently broke the record for most goals scored in a single Bundesliga season, I think.
It was actually unreal. He got like 41 goals and 7 assists in about 28 games.
Did you guys see that the last match where he was going to break it? He missed so many chances. He was so nervous.
I mean, it was really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that was to look forward in the Bundesliga.
Yeah. Kabir?
Yeah, same Lewandowski. Messi obviously has been unreal in 2021. I mean, it's Messi and Conte.
Yeah, I think I'd go the same 3. I think I'll make a case of Conte being the first because 4 back-to-back man of the match performances in the Champions League, including.
If he wins the Euros.
But Lewandowski scored 41
If he wins the Euros.
I think if he wins the Euros, yeah, and if he's a big.
But they are favorites to win the Euros.
Yeah,
I think England could do it as well.
Yeah, we'll move to the Euros next.
Yeah. I think.
So, talking about the Euros, everyone, like, who are your favorite?
Who are you supporting? Because obviously none of our national like where we're from nationality are in it. So Trey, who are you supporting?
I don't know. I have an English agenda now because of Gareth Southgate. Just isolated one. So
those.
I'd say maybe France or Portugal.
Same for me, France or Portugal.
Wait, are you rooting for them or are you
saying
that they'd win?
That's who they're supporting.
Oh, I'm rooting for France and Portugal, and they're like the top 2 favorites.
I'm rooting for France or Belgium. Belgium, I think they haven't won Belgium, I've always, for some reason, I just really like them.
Yeah.
Since I was small.
Yeah, Belgium for sure. I just think they have the quality.
Even if England win, I'll be pretty stoked.
I'm backing Germany because of Kai Havertz. I don't know. I just feel like because he's like one of my.
But have you seen the Germany's group?
Yeah, I know that's why
Germany, France.
Even 3rd place teams get a chance to go.
Yeah.
But I think Germany.
Any dark horses that anyone?
I think Germany is a dark horse because
I think Italy are
no one expects. Do you guys expect Germany to win?
They can.
No.
They have so.
But they have
so
an amazing team.
Quality in their team. They're not a dark horse, are they? Because
let's talk about like the dark horses in the tournament. I'd say Italy. Anyone else? Trey, Krishang.
Trey, you want to go first?
I feel Croatia a good shout.
Yeah, Croatia actually. They did really well in the World Cup.
I think Netherlands, Italy, Croatia, they're all dark horses.
I think Yeah, I think you've pretty much said all of them that could
Yeah.
be potential winners. Who else?
But in my opinion, France are the
France or
favorites to
England.
win it.
To me, it's France,
I mean,
England, or Portugal.
France's squad is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The
there's-
only thing they were really lacking was a striker earlier, like not even that much, but they were still lacking a bit. And now they've got Benzema. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think Belgium might win it. They have a huge chance
yeah,
too.
I think Belgium,
That's
England,
only if Hazard turns up.
Belgium,
Hazard turns up.
England,
No, they have a
France,
very
Portugal.
good team. Otherwise, also they have Carrasco in that position. They have like
But
Yeah.
yeah, I
they
mean,
have a lot
but
of other
listen,
players, and
when
they still have
in
a
the
good
World
team.
Cup, Hazard was one of the main reasons they reached the semi-final.
Final.
Probably the main reason, but
Yeah.
he
I'd be
hasn't been well.
surprised if England win, to be honest.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
know
think
they've
because the
got the
Southgate.
squad, but their manager,
Yeah, the
and like
Southgate is incompetent. I don't think he's a good
then
manager
and
at all.
like we've seen England's record in big tournaments. Obviously, in the World Cup, they reached the semis, but that was a pretty easy run.
Yeah, favorable run. Yeah, I think
What
I'd
about
be.
Spain? Thoughts on Spain?
Yeah,
I
no
don't
one
think
mentioned
so.
Spain, but I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
they'll
think
be
so.
able to do it.
I don't think they have.
I think they lack. I think they lack in the midfield. I don't know because I know
And
they
even
have some great
Ramos
players.
not being included is a big.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
So,
I
I
I mean,
think
but they've got Laporte. He's switched
Yeah, but like
nationality.
it's Sergio
it's still
Ramos.
it's
He's-
Sergio Ramos.
yeah.
Yeah. I think they lack in the midfield experience in the midfield because they have Pedri, they have Marcos Llorente, but these are like young players who probably not played before, but at like such a big tournament nationally. So I don't know. I think if they had like a very good like sitter or like a DM who is experienced and knew what to do. I don't know. If you could name one, I could change my mind that they could be.
They're talking about Spain.
Yeah, Spain is Busquets was
Rod-
included, right?
Rodri, yeah, Busquets, Rodri.
Busquets
got-
is.
Yeah, then
So-
I could. Then maybe then I think they could do it. I think if Busquets starts.
I don't think
Could
they'll
Spain be
even
counted
reach.
as a dark horse as well? Because
No,
Mm.
I don't think they'll even reach the semis, in my opinion.
Brazil.
Because I don't think their squad is that strong. Brazil aren't in the
I
Euros.
know. Realized when I said it. I realized when I said it. I think we'll conclude the podcast now. Thank you so much, Trey. We really valued your time. I hope you enjoyed coming on our podcast and giving your views and expressing what you feel about Ole and United. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below your predictions for the Euros, Ballond'or rankings, and what you want us to discuss in the next podcast. Thank you.